Hi everyone, welcome to our channel.
We have a channel?
Apparently we do. We started now.
Why?
We'll see.
Okay.
Alright, my name is Andrea and I'm here with my GenX Brazilian husband.
Rafael, but you forgot to say you're a millennial.
Oh yeah, I am a millennial. I think I look like a millennial. Right?
Well, technically, you look much older than I do, but
So, one thing I do enjoy is reading Reddit, and I see a lot of questions, and I see a lot of posts about, am I the asshole? So I thought it would be fun to ask my husband his opinion on, am I the asshole?
okay.
Let's see.
But don't complain about my response because I'm old.
This is the first one.
Okay.
Growing up, did your parents let you go out alone as a kid? Or were you always supervised? My generation Z coworkers say their parents tracked them with an app. Mine barely knew where I was.
I didn't have a nap growing up. We didn't even have smartphones. I was like more like of a free range kid.
Free range chicken?
Yes, a free range chicken kid.
Okay.
Yeah, so I used to go by myself to school. I would take my sister. I was like first grade, I think. I would be walking about 2 miles and a half to school.
You would walk in first grade alone?
Yes, we live in a small town. It was like 100,000 people at the time. So
Yeah,
next to São Paulo.
So you were what, like 5, 6?
6 to 7, yeah.
And you were in charge of a little kid too.
Yeah, she's 2 years younger than me.
So she was 4.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, if I wanted to go to the park, I would tell my mom, Mommy, take me to the park and look at me when I played. If she wasn't paying attention, I would freak out.
No, my mom used to have a store and she worked like a clothing store and she would work all day in the store and after school we just play at the park and basically do whatever we wanted to do.
Did she let you go inside the house if you wanted?
Yeah.
Oh, at least she did.
So mostly I would stay at the store and then just going around playing with the kids in the neighborhood.
Free range chicken?
Yeah, very free range.
Okay.
But next question.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Is it normal to still live with your parents at 30 if it saves money and you get along? My friend says I'll never grow up. So remember, this is from Reddit, and these are questions asked by them.
Well, so in Brazil, we do have this culture of you stay at your parents until you get married. Unless if you move to another city for university, otherwise most of the time you be living with your parents at least until you're like 25.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what about now people get married much older?
Oh yeah, nowadays, like if you have the resources, you go live by yourself. But a lot of times, like I said, like to save money, and you're like going to college in Brazil, you don't like financial aid is not as it's common, but you know it's not as accessible as it is in the United States. So it's quite common for you to try to save money living with your parents, and you know.
What about if you're male
Uh-huh.
and you live with your parents? Do your parents expect you to like help out inside the house, like do housework? Because I've heard many times that like in some Latin societies, like the male doesn't clean or cook.
So I can't say for everyone, but at least at my house, I learned how to cook very young. So I love cooking. So I probably cooked since I was like 12 years old. And cleaning, not so much. So I still can't quite get it right to do my bed. It's like I just put it back. But yeah, like cooking at least to do, like usually the male will do like the errands, you know, like your parents gonna tell you like, oh, go to the bank, go to the grocery store. Yeah. So usually the male do the errands and not much of the cleaning per se. That's more like a woman stuff. Yeah, I know it sounds like a little bit uh, weird to Americans, but yeah, that's a Latin culture.
Okay.
So next question.
Ooh. My boyfriend says women dress sexy for male attention, not for themselves. I say that's bullshit. And we dress how we want. Who's right?
Well, I think that would be a question more for you, but I can tell you this.
Okay, I'll give my opinion.
Yeah, give me your opinion first, and then I tell you my opinion.
Women usually dress for themselves. We could care. Like we don't dress for a man. We
Yeah,
usually
but what
dress for
about like
ourselves.
with the girls, like put those very short, tight shorts, and like showing half of her boobs?
I think
That's
so.
really for themselves, or they're trying to catch attention?
So I think like sometimes male over sexualize a woman when sometimes a woman doesn't want to be sexualized. She just feels comfortable in that sense. I'm not saying I do, but maybe somebody else does. It's kind of like in Northern Europe, right? They go to the saunas naked.
Okay.
They're not sexualizing this. It's just a norm.
Yeah, but then you're in the sauna. I think it's more in the context of, you know, how you dress to go out to grab lunch, or
So
like.
I'm sure there is some women that want to look a certain way to see if they catch attention, right? But other women, like, they might wear something because it feels pretty. Like maybe they wear a flowy dress, but it has a very big cut, just because it does look pretty, not because they're seeking attention.
True, but let's talk about gym clothes, right? Because you see a lot of girls, especially here in Miami, like with very tight, very small gym clothes. And then they go to the gym and they complain about that the men are looking at them. So, what's your take on that?
Well, to be honest, I'm a runner, you know that, and I go to the gym. It's much more comfortable to have tight clothes on than having loose things. And yeah, like.
But they're tight clothes, and they're the tight clothes that shows half of your breasts and half of your butt, and here in Miami we see a lot of them.
But I never thought, like, I feel like it's overly sexualized. Like, I think, sure, some might want to show off, but some that do, they don't look sexualized and they just do it for comfort.
Okay. Yeah, I have a little bit different opinion, as I don't know, we live in a bubble. We live in a city that, people like to take care of themselves. And I see a lot of women that, show too much skin in settings that, they shouldn't be showing too much skin. But if that's being comfortable, it's fine. But I think it does have a side of, hey, look at me.
But I also think maybe, I'm sure, like, there's the exception, right? And there's also like some cultures that want to show more of an asset than others. But I do think like maybe some that work out, they want to show that they work out, not sexualizing it, but more like, oh look, I work for this.
Fair enough. I still think there's a lot of women out there that are just trying to, catch the guy's attention.
Do you think some do wear stuff just to be pretty?
Oh yeah, for sure. And like a lot of them just wear to be comfortable. But there's a subset of the population that you see they're really like trying to get your attention.
Cause like you see some gym clothes, right?
Mhm.
Like if you follow like the big brands, it's kind of like a sports bra and a legging.
Mm-hmm.
They're not trying to catch attention. It looks pretty.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about that.
Oh, you're
I'm
talking about the really booty
yeah, I'm
shorts.
talking about like the very booty, the very like, the shows like that's big opening here. That those are the ones that I'm talking about. Like the ones that are like just yoga pants or like comfortable shorts, whatever. That's fine, but there's many of them around here that put those booty shorts that half of the ass is out and half of her breasts are out, and on those cases I do think they're like trying to
Yeah, probably some do.
get some.
And there's also some that is just like, I think I don't want to be politically incorrect. That's why I'm not gonna say, but there's some that it's in their culture.
Sure. I'm just not gonna go out there showing my teeth. So
I see. What about in the beach and the pool?
no, those are different.
That's a different scenario.
So next question.
All right, let me see.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for canceling a date with a guy because he was too big?
Too big, you mean fat?
Overweight, yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, if that's your preference and you take care of yourself and you you prefer a fit guy, for example, or a more, somebody that's not overweight or obese, that's fine. And I think people should be free to have their own preferences, and I don't think you should go out with someone
To not hurt their feelings, right?
Yeah,
And
it's like
to waste your
yeah,
time.
you're just wasting other people's time, and like, okay, if that's what you don't like or that's what you like, just go for it, but don't waste other people's time. I think it's much better if you just be honest about it, or just you don't need to be honest. Oh, I'm canceling because of that, because people might take you the wrong way. But yeah, like, just don't waste other people's time going out with somebody that you're not attracted to,
Okay.
because I think attraction is a good part of the relationship.
So what about if the person looks a certain way, right? But then the person's really good inside. Do you think she could look past that, or no?
I
Not
mean,
really? Well, this person didn't want to. This person said, "Am I the asshole?"
Yeah,
So
I don't think he's the asshole. I think we'll be the asshole if went out on the date just
for
to
pity.
just for pity, or like get free food, whatever.
It's a guy.
Anyways, oh, it's a guy.
Oh wait, no, it's a girl. It's a girl.
Okay.
To get free food.
Yeah,
That happens a lot.
Yeah, Miami, it's a lot of girls that go out just to get free dinners. But yeah, he's not being an asshole. I think it's the other way around. If he did go out, he would be the asshole.
Okay, fair enough. I agree with you in that one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you.